Hopefully the stream stops dropping frames now. Okay. Let's just assume the connection is okay, even though OBS keeps flashing red lights at me. Oh well. Anyway, as I was saying, we're in the middle. We're actually near the end of Half-Life 2 Episode 1. So let's see what that looks like. So here you can see we are in the last chapter of Half-Life 2 Episode 1. It's called Exit 17, and it's a pretty short game, only 5 chapters. You can probably complete it in a few hours most of the time. And we just got done. Oh, I still have her debug text on. Let me turn off her debug text. So we just finished this whole hospital section. That looks like the back of a hospital wing. That's not too bad. And oh, what?
I wondered if you were gonna make it in time.
The hell was he just waiting here? He was like standing here the whole time.
What's the plan?
A little bit environmental storytelling there.
Groups. Now, like I said before, if you can keep them safe and provide cover, we might actually stand a chance of reaching the escape trains.
Sounds good. Send out the first group.
Here we go.
Wait, so what's this gameplay? I don't know what's going on. Oh.
Aye.
Oh, so now it's reviving the gameplay from before.
I don't think this war's ever gonna end.
From Half-Life 2, where now we have a squad and we can send the squad around.
We'll come with you.
How do we command the squad?
Freeman.
I don't even remember. To command the squad of people following us. Which key is it? I don't even see it here anymore. Oh, send and recall squad. It's the C key. Okay. So it's like a mini escort mission kind of thing. Let's try it. I don't know where we're supposed to go. They came out of this thing? No, they come out of this door, I guess. What's behind this door?
All I used to want to do is sell insurance.
Oh, it's just a weird hallway. Okay, never mind. Where do I have to lead them? Do I lead them over here? It's not really clear. Barney just told me I have to start leading people. And...
We'll come with you.
Oh, ominous rocket crate. So I love it when stuff like this happens in games. When there's like a foreshadowing moment. So anytime you see a rocket crate in a Half-Life 2 level, that usually means there's gonna be gunships and airships overhead at some point, and then you have to fight them with this infinite rocket crate. So that's always fun. I love it when level designers do that kind of stuff. It's like speaking in this language that we didn't know until now. So we have to lead this squad, it seems, through this abandoned train yard. You'll see there's no troops right now because we're just walking around, exploring. But I think to any Half-Life 2 player, when they're walking around this, or basically any game where you're walking around, you can always sense when you're in some kind of new space that's gonna be this big, multi-tiered, multi-level arena with like cover boxes and cover objects everywhere. Those always feel really ominous and interesting to me.
When this is all over,
because you can always sense some shit is gonna go down here. Oh, looks like we can't actually go up this way. Where am I supposed to take them? Do I take them? Oh, I take them over here then. So that's why this first run, when we're escorting these civilians right now, that's why it's no enemies yet. Because it's letting us scope out the place, case the joint, figure out how the arena is set up, so that when there is more of like a time pressure kind of thing, then we'll know more about where to go. Which is, again, solid, good level design practice, right? This is maybe a variant on the time-honored Vista design device, where usually you look out over the space and you see where you're going to be walking soon. Here it's kind of a similar thing where we get to walk around and scope it out before we bring in all the monsters. And here we see there's a gun turret here, which might be useful. This is also very ominous. Why are they placing this infinite ammo gun turret here? Because we're gonna need it soon, right? Big glowy exit signs to kind of signpost where we're going, but it's not
That wasn't so hard.
super
You should've
helpful.
brought everyone over at once.
We should have brought everyone at
Get
once.
back, Doc. I'm sure you want to help everyone else get to safety first.
So that's the game kind of lampshading this awful,
Get back out there and help.
painful thing they're gonna make us do now.
Go back and get another group. I'll stay here and guard the gate.
Oh, she's being so useful. In the chat, Salty Horse notes that the new Doom also operates this way, where you get to scope out the arena before you trigger the enemies. So maybe Doom and Half-Life have a lot more in common than just the engine, right? Just gonna run past them.
The next group is ready for you.
Oh, they just spawned behind me. Uh-oh. Couldn't he, like, stand out here and help me? Why are you standing here? Oh, okay.
Cover me, boy.
Let's just go ahead and run. I think most players would just keep running, since it's framed as an escort mission, and they kind of give you the impression that that these enemies are just gonna keep respawning over here. Ooh, I love how they set up that. Oh no. Combiner jumping down here. Ooh, that was epic. Oh no, did I lose one? Uh-oh. Oh well, one isn't so bad.
Hurry up, people.
Tin Kelp asks, is Doom 2016 on Source? No, it is not, but they share the id Tech engine lineage.
Not you, Freeman. You got a job to do.
Aw. Okay, time to head back over there. You have to watch out for the orange eyes, because when you see the orange eyes, that means they have shotguns, which will kill you in a real hurry, so you gotta watch out for them. Oh god, there's a sniper there now? Oh jeez. I should be able to drag the scanners out with the gravity gun. That doesn't feel right. Can I use a rocket launcher to kill the sniper? Let's try it. No, that did not work. Okay, there we go. Oh my god! Oh my god, I set him on fire. Oh my god.
Fantastic ass kicking, Doc.
Really? I lost one. I'm not doing too good at this.
Combine!
Let's just try to run through, I guess. Oh no! Dynamic environment stuff. That's pretty cool. So now they've knocked that over, so now we have to take them this way. Can they jump down from there? Cool.
Keep your heads down. We've got you covered.
We never make it.
Oh, I got all four of them here. Yay. I feel like the game doesn't really recognize your performance though. Like there's no score for getting all four here, right? I feel like it's more just in waves. Did you get at least one from the wave across? Then if so, it'll progress to the next one. Ooh, I like that this stairwell's here now, because that means it's like a one-way shortcut. So even though you have to take the longer route back, you still get that little shortcut. Yeah, I was actually confused why those broken stairs were there, but it's good to know that's why they're there. In the chat, Salty Horse notes that this kind of reminds them about like a multiplayer map. Oh my god. Ouch. Oh shit, mortars. Ah! Let's just run over here. Because you hear all the combat sounds across the way, so it's pretty interesting to do it like that. And then Salty Horse also asks in the chat, was there ever a level with me exploring multiplayer combat maps of specific games? Honestly, I've never done it, but there's no reason not to. Maybe I should have done it. Uh-oh. Need more health. Maybe sometime. I don't know. Oh, ouch. Why did I lose all that health? There we go. Go get some more health over here. In the chat, people are noting Yume Nikki is a good walking sim that has like a lot of ambience and stuff going on. And I would agree with that. Yume Nikki, there's the original, the 2D original, which I think a lot of people like. There's also, I believe, a 3D remake that I don't know how people... I don't know what the community consensus on the 3D remake was exactly.
Now that's the Gordon Freeman I know.
Okay, there's my squad. Just so far, you should use the crossbow, I guess, with these. Uh-oh. Better switch to rocket launcher. Okay, so let's take the same route we did before, I guess.
Take this med kit.
Are they on their way? They're so slow. Ugh.
Down.
Thanks to you.
Is she okay? Oh, she backs away
For another group of citizens.
if you want to take the turret. But then when you leave the trigger, she takes it again. That's cool. I'm into that. So the arena keeps constantly changing. I'm surprised they didn't move the cars around. Because this arena has actually stayed a little bit static. Maybe even a little bit too static for my liking. Right, you'd think there'd be something blocking my way, so then I have to take them much closer to the spawns than I'd like. But maybe they want to keep just one of the arenas dynamic.
People, we'll make sure you get there safe and sound.
Oh, and then you can hear the train in the background. That's cool. Good thing the Combine stands still, otherwise I wouldn't be able to snipe them. Oh, he's coming with us this time. Interesting here is that on this balcony there's not much cover up here, so you can't actually fight from up here, although it does give you a height advantage, I guess. Oh my god, what? They jumped on each other. Oh, that's weird. That was funny. I've never seen that happen.
Close.
Oh. I just wanted to shoot him. Okay, before we progress, let's do what we always do. And no-clip a little bit and see what happened. So here you can see it's roughly U-shape. Flow, pretty inconvenient. It seems like we're making a big U shape just to go where they turned up. Like, we had to take them from this room to that room. They're almost like right next to each other. A little bit ironic in the end. What else is going on with this layout? Anything going on here? I guess I like how, yeah, they kept spawning things to kind of keep it fresh with the encounters here. I feel like they could have done a little bit more with this, but I guess they kept it dark, partly just so you wouldn't linger and hang out here, to kind of keep pushing you forward. That's one thing that... Oh, there's actually an item crate in here. I think that's one thing that a lot of people forget, a lot of level designers forget, is that we often want to use like health and power-ups and stuff. We often do that stuff as a very like mechanical form of breadcrumb, right? You leave like a trail of health kits that people will collect the health kits. But I think one thing that walking sims show is that you don't necessarily need health or power-ups or points or systems or resources to create a breadcrumb trail. Literally just the idea of another room or having detail lead you, like every little prop you place in a level is also a breadcrumb. Every light you place is a breadcrumb. There's already so many breadcrumbs that are already in games that why add points to it? And to me, that's also one of the main provocations and statements about walking sims, that walking sims argue that all these points and resources in combat, that's just extra fluff that you don't necessarily need to understand and experience the space. And for that part, I think they've been successful. They're convincing. Oh, these guys are just hanging out here. How nice. I guess, oh, okay, that's interesting. So they actually get a whole platform where they spawn up here, and they can kind of choose if they want to jump down from this window instead. That's kind of interesting. Wonder if I can show the node network. AI show node? Is that it? AI show node 1? How do I show connect? Oh, there we go. So here's all the nodes. So this was like a very tactical combat-based map, right? So you can see it's very non-linear. A lot of node networks just spreading out throughout the entire map, giving you pretty good coverage. Remember, this is back in 2006, based on 2004 or even 1998 era technology. So they're still using what's called a node map, where you had to hand place each of these points to create the point map or node graph. These days, most games would not use hand-placed nodes to do it. You'd either auto-generate the nodes, or you would use, or you'd make a nav mesh. You'd use a polygonal mesh to represent the space instead of a bunch of points and lines. Probably most game engines use a library called Recast to generate the nav mesh now. What do the white lines mean, asks Trundlespot in the chat. I don't know what the white lines mean. It's so interesting. I think the white lines seem to indicate broken connections. They might be flying nodes? No, that doesn't make sense. AI show connect. That's the human hull already. No, that's the flying node. That's what these flying nodes are more what manhacks use to navigate around. And you can see the red ones, I guess, are invalidated node links that manhacks should not be using. And I would guess that's what these grayed out ones use too, I guess. And yeah, it makes sense why this path would be broken, because this part of the level has changed, right? Remember the big explosion, and that made the train car drop down? So I guess that's what happened here. Okay, how do I hide all these? I don't know how to hide anything. AI show connect 0. AI show connect. I don't know how to hide things anymore. Help chat. I don't know the command for this. Hide. AI underscore hide. AI underscore show node 0. Oh my god, I'm so good. I'm the best. Okay. Get some more health and ammo.
That should keep them off our backs for a while.
It's a little bit awkward to have the little doohickey thing so far from the door. I would have built out some combine metal brushwork to connect this with the door.
Gordon and I will draw their attention while you get the others away from here. We can grab another train once you're clear.
Does he show up in episode 2?
then.
I don't remember him
Don't
showing
think
up
too
in
long
episode
about
2.
it, yeah.
Here, let's open up this next track. Bye, Barney. Good luck.
See you when I see ya.
Oh, he's riding a train. Look at the... Wait, let's see what happens. Oh, that's weird. He like slid into position. Huh. I like the improvised architecture here, so you can see what was the human stuff, and then here the Combine added this big metal barricade later. And I like how it's this big metal sheet that's very thin. Here you can see the gray box. Oh, and this is actually a one-way jump. I actually can't jump my way back. Interesting. But that's very specifically to funnel your view, right? To make you look this way so that they can build out this little vista. What are we supposed to do? Okay, now I believe that there's a boss fight, correct? Ooh, I like this narrow fence thing. Games need more alleys. Alleys are good. And now it's repeating this mechanic from previous chapters, where we had to spin a very slow valve. I don't even know what this wheel's doing, though. Why am I spinning it? Uh-oh. Oh, wait. I should turn no target off. Sorry. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look, he broke the valve. Oh, that's no good. Ow. Oh, I should turn God mode off. Sorry. So now there's this big boss fight with this Strider. Oh, but where do I go now? Oh. And the Strider is shooting at this. Oh, and I opened the door. That's nice. I have to jump over here. This is a fun encounter. I like the idea of it like peeking through the cracks. Does it see me? No. Oh, what? What just killed me? Oh. Sneaky. Very sneaky. So I did that pretty much just to scare you, right? Like, because I wasn't really in any real danger of dying here. Because if it's only these black head crabs, then it doesn't... Then they can't actually kill you. They only lower your health for one. So, again, that's not like a real danger. That's just the level designer trying to scare us and create that sense of urgency. Ah, shit. Why did I backtrack here? Why did they let me do that? What? That wasn't a good thing I just did. Right? Why would I have wanted to do that? Okay, so I have to jump back up here. Go here. Shouldn't they have put a fence there to make sure I didn't do that dumb thing? I don't know. Okay, it turns out I should have walked here. And now that I'm up here, I can jump up here. Now there's some supplies for me. I can oh, wait, what? Oh, I just died for some reason. Oh, it's all the flaming barrels. Good thing there's all this health here. So now I have to keep dodging the Strider. Oh, oops. Can't just run past the mines, I guess. So these mines are kind of like combine barnacles. They slow us down. And when they slow us down, we get an opportunity to see what they do with all this deformable terrain. You have to be careful, or else it'll crush us like a trash compactor. Just kind of a cool scene. Wait, will it actually crush us? Maybe not. Oh well. I was hoping it would. That would be cool. Oh. Oh shit. All the barrels are coming towards me. I like that. That's really interesting. That was like a Rube Goldberg kind of sequence where every blast kept propelling more explosive barrels towards me, and I have to like run away from them. That's nice. Really subtle, actually. I mean, as subtle as an explosive barrel can be. I appreciated it. Oh shit! Ah! How's it shooting me? Oh, it's peeking above there. You're supposed to time your running, I think, so that. Oh shit! Get that health over here. Oh no! Okay, dude. One time I was in an elevator and I was holding my Metro card. I was holding my Subway Transit card, and I dropped the Subway Transit card as I was walking on the elevator through the crack between the elevator and the floor, and yeah, that was giving me flashbacks. That brought me back. Oh, I have to climb up this ladder? How do I climb up this ladder without the Strider killing me, though? Do I have to, like, distract it somehow? Well, let's see what happens. I'm just gonna turn on God mode so I don't have to replay all this. Oh, and look at all these rockets. Interesting. But they don't give you enough health. What if you were like me and you were playing kind of sloppy and then you didn't have enough health to do this fight? This seems like a weird finale, right? Or are you supposed to wait for it to like get tired? Is there like a rhythm? Oh shit. And then you can't even hide there for too long. Yeah, I wonder what the intent here was, because I guess you can jump down here and then get more health. Is there a health charger here? Yeah, I just wonder how they were how this encounter is meant to play out, because if you don't have enough health, then you don't have enough health. Like, how do you survive now? You'd have to, yeah, I guess you'd have to, like, reload. I believe the Strider's coded to stop shooting at you as long as you have a missile in the air. So that's how you can do that little peekaboo mechanic. So if you pop out and fire the rocket, the Strider will be programmed to stop shooting you, because otherwise that would be really unfair, right? Because you have to use the homing rocket, presumably, to still hit the Strider. So a little bit anticlimactic. Yeah, I feel like this ending could have played out a little bit better. It's weird that it ends in this like Alamo kind of moment without a big set piece to destroy the Strider too. I'm sure they had to tune that a lot,
Fantastic
though.
job, Gordon.
Oh, thank you.
You're my new hero.
Um,
I don't believe it. I think we're actually gonna make it out of here. Quick now, let's get the train moving. Jump on, Gordon. I'm right behind you.
how would I have done the encounter? Yeah, I don't know how I would have done that. I think probably what I would have tried to do is I would have tried to continue the whole destructive, and no, you cannot disable the homing laser. I think what I would have done is I would have tried to continue the whole destructible environment motif, to try to continue so that, like, maybe there's more than one way to kill the Strider. So maybe, or maybe you can fake out the player. Like, maybe I would have put little rockets on the way so you can keep using the rockets to try to shoot the Strider, but then ultimately you get to the top, and then now you have a perfect sightline to shoot a rocket at, like, a crane that drops something on the Strider, right? I think I would have made it more of an environmental payoff about, like, crushing the Strider somehow, or using the train to, like, ram the Strider, because right now the Strider fight does feel real kind of disconnected once you get to this side of the arena. Like, it would have been cool, yeah, if you can use the train, like, you go honk honk and then you, like, crash through it or something. That might have been cool. But maybe it would have been difficult to structure the fight around that. That also sounds a lot more complicated to design and to, like, contrive, so maybe that's why Valve didn't do that. Maybe that's why they kind of did this kind of minimal Strider boss fight that didn't require that much extra programming or extra anything or a big scripted sequence, where most of this you could have easily done with just through level scripting, and you would not have needed many, like, extra resources to do it. So the other thing I'm not too happy with this level about is just the over-reliance on containers. Like, all these metal containers everywhere, it just aren't... It's like not super crate. It's literally crates. They're giant metal crates, right? I know it's a train yard, but still, like, you can do something more interesting with this. Or if you are going to focus so much on containers as, like, a set piece, I feel like you could have done more with it. I don't know. But yes, I would agree that the Half-Life 2 Strider fights, the original Half-Life 2 Strider fights, are much better because the arena is a little bit less linear. It's feels more systemic. Also, I believe technically you can just run past a lot of the Striders and dodge them in case you don't want to fight them, which is also should be a valid way to take care of Striders. It's a little bit. It does feel off to be forced to fight the Strider. It would have been nice if we could have just rammed the Strider with the train or something. Wait, what are we supposed to do? Why is she waiting for me? I think I'm supposed to get on the train. Okay.
Here we go. We did it, Gordon.
Oh, look at her hanging onto that handlebar. Look at good animation. Look at that animator.
We
Like
did it, Gordon.
Didn't she say that already? Oh, what? Why did it crash? Poor little gunship. And now we get an ending cinematic. This, I will say, is clever.
Oh my God, the transmission's going out.
I think it's really clever that oh, look at all the little ships and shuttles escaping. It's clever to put us in the, like, caboose of the train so that we have to stay here and we can't look back, right? So we pretty much have to look this way. It's directing our view pretty well. Can I not shoot rockets at the ships? That would be cool, right? Oh well. Uh-oh. Oh, and then that's the end? It just ends like that? What? I don't remember it ending just like that. That feels a little bit abrupt. Well, episode 1, folks. In typical Valve fashion, there's no titles attached to any of the developers, which they have criticism for, I believe, now these days. Oh, the legal team gets titles. That's nice. Oh, is there an after credit scene? I guess there's an after credit scene. Oh, or no, or 0 after credit scenes. Okay, let's just load that back up, and before we go in, let's look at how that whole scene was set up. So I believe there used to be a teaser for episode 2, but I guess that was cut because now you don't need it, because now we have episode 2 released. So let's look around at this arena a little bit more. Let's see, so we went through that level change to instantly lock that door. And then we basically went here, then did a double back kind of thing over here. Wait, what was this valve supposed to do? What? This was just supposed to trick us into walking over here. It was always a phony valve that never actually did anything. See what else is going on. I like the general flow about how we like kind of keep doubling back over and over and over, which I think is interesting. Oh, we were supposed to use this valve to open the door, to open this door right here. Okay, makes sense. Oh, did I trigger the end scene? Okay. Let's see, what else can we look at? We can see more of this arena, about how it's all set up. Are we missing anything? No, I don't think so. And we go down here. They had to build out all this track. Gosh. But I do kind of love how they built it out. Like, see, like, I love how they built it out straight right here, and then they angle the track suddenly. Like, this angle right here is beautiful, and then when you get that curve that you come down, I love the use of these like power lines and fences to give you context. Like, imagine we're speeding down like this, right? That's what gives you the sensation of speed. You need all that stuff running past you, or else you won't really feel like you're moving. So you need a mix of long range, kind of like big details and landmarks, but also small, high frequency details closer to you to give you that sensation of speed. I like the transition where it goes from city into this. Are these two cars having sex? Anyway, and then it goes into these like canals kind of area, and now and then this is just animated to wobble. Aw, this is kind of cute. It's like dancing, you know? It's like doing like a little. Aw, that's cute. Yeah, and the little cable jig. Do the little power line jig. What else is going on here? And then we have all these cliffs and mountains. And then that's the end. And then it fade to white, and then you have to play the next episode. So, yeah, oh, wait, what's this? What? Oh, here's Barney! Wait, he like sped off over here? What? How did he end up over here? Hey, buddy. Wait, he's like... They didn't build a separate train tunnel for him. I guess what's the point, right? Yeah, he just speeds down here, and then it's just a black wall, and then there's no more. Barney escaped existence. Oh, we should look at the skybox of this, right? Yeah, good call. We need to try to find it. Skybox room down here? It's like something's down here. And here's the 3D skybox room. Again, this is the way Half-Life 2, but also like a lot of games, like I think Quake 3 and even like Unreal Tournament, I believe they also did skyboxes in a similar way, maybe, if I recall correctly. Or they had that functionality in where the skybox is actually just a live feed of another camera somewhere else, and then you use cool camera overlapping, render pass depth or sorting order tricks to render the skybox camera, and then another one. So yeah, this is the mini skybox room where you can render stuff out. You'll notice that this is actually a flat card. We noticed this a few weeks ago, right? Because the flat card is because you're already viewing it from such an extreme perspective that they don't need to model it out, that they can just keep it flat like this and imply all the shading. It's more like a kind of like matte painting kind of thing. I already said this before, but I'm a big fan of this overlapping kind of cone effect for the top of the Citadel. Still looks, I think, really good. It's aged very well. See what else? Here are the mountains that we were looking at before. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and then all the flaming embers just sit here on the floor. That's sad. And, yeah, that's the skybox. And, yeah, that's Half-Life 2, Episode 1. Hope y'all enjoyed it. What should I play next time? I don't know. I'll figure it out, I guess. Probably not Half-Life 2. I think I want to maybe take a little break from Half-Life 2. So, yeah, I don't know what I'll play for next week. But, you know, if you have any thoughts, just let me know in the chat or whatever. I don't think I'll do multiplayer maps. now, or maybe I might do it with bots. I don't know. One problem with multiplayer maps is that it's hard to make arguments about how the map functions because you need the multiplayer maps. You need other players to show how the map functions. So if I did do multiplayer maps, I'd probably just like play CS:GO with bots or something. Let's see. I mean, I might do CS:GO maps sometime, just because I like how CS:GO maps focus on realism. Also consulted on a few CS:GO maps, which is cool. So I like them. Yeah, maybe at some point next week. I think I want to do like some kind of indie game though. I usually like trying to mix up AAA and indie stuff, so we'll see. Maybe some kind of indie game, and then after like an indie game breather or palette cleanser, maybe I'll try some other bigger budget game. Yeah, maybe Hitman, maybe Overwatch. Afterwards, Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight. I've never actually played any of the Jedi Knights or Jedi Academy or whatever. So, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll think about it. In the meantime, thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks for watching the end. Thanks for watching the kind of anticlimactic, messed up end of Half-Life 2 Episode 1. I remember it being better, actually. But, oh well. That's how it is. Thanks for hanging out. I have to log off so I can prep for class. Yeah, maybe we'll do some kind of indie game for next week. If not in full, at least in part. Anyway, have a good rest of your day and see all of you next week, I guess. Bye.